happen to know about Compound V?
What is Compound V?
It's the type of rumor that could really tarnish those heroes of yours.
To this day,
Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Hello, I'm Bushido Spirit. This is my review of The Boys, Season 1, Episode 1, The Name of the Game, which is exposing corrupt heroes. This isn't the only show that has done this concept. Tiger and Bunny in anime, Boku no Hero, also in anime. Aspects of this show also reflect Marvel's Civil War comic and Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. And Watchmen exist. All novels that speak on society and how adding heroes to that equation affects it. This show goes a bit darker than a lot of those other comics. Also, this may be the first time I've seen them attempt to make regular people the heroes. This is a political allegory pertaining to capitalism's negative effects on society. Corporate greed, it taints all. The heroes represent corporations, politicians, celebrities, anyone with power and influence. They have literal power, and they are seen as gods. Heroes aren't people, they're brands like Apple or Amazon. That's why they have cool names, like Homelander and The Deep. Don't those sound like companies? They wear costumes, disguises, pretty little packages that hide who or what they truly are. Huey and Billy represent the common man. Their group doesn't even have a cool name. The Boys. Anyway, this is my breakdown of episode 1. Huey is like Zemo from Civil War. Someone he loved became collateral damage. Before that, he, like most people, loved heroes. They were on products, TV, in movies, everywhere. One day, he and his girlfriend Robin were out and about when a speedster named A-Train accidentally runs through his girlfriend. Her body explodes. The only thing left was the hand Huey was holding. Pieces of her body scatters, and blood splatters on Huey's face. That shit looked like a Mortal Kombat fatality. I know this was supposed to be a touching scene, but I died laughing. The trailer ruined this moment. However, the actors did a good job. The woman that plays his girlfriend is very likable for the short time she's on screen. So when she dies, you feel the pain a bit. But again, you see it coming. A-Train sort of stops and looks, realizing he fucked up, but proceeds to run off. I don't know that bitch. Leaving Huey left screaming, "No!" Fast forward to after the funeral. A-Train lies and says Robin, Huey's girlfriend, was in the road and he was the proverbial bus. A spokesperson from Vought, the company that sponsors heroes, offers to pay Huey $40K for his loss, only if he signs an NDA. The whole thing seemed routine. Huey declines the offer, despite his father's advice to forget about it. He is still pissed nothing is being done about the situation. Out of nowhere, this guy named Billy Butcher comes into his life, offers a chance to get back at the heroes. Billy tells him his situation is not unique. Heroes kill tons of people, but it's swept under the rug. The average citizen doesn't want to know the truth, and politicians, lobbyists, doesn't want them to know either. It affects their bottom line. These heroes are gods among us, and an easy way to sell products. He wants to recruit Huey for some crazy stealth mission. He needs to plant a bug in the hero's base. Huey says no at first, but eventually comes around. It was a park bench conversation he had with a girl he just met. And what do you know, the mission was successful, or at least we thought. Huey was seen by Translucent Man planting that device. He probably didn't notice. Translucent Man is invisible and one of the 7 heroes. Translucent Man confronts Huey at his place of work. "Who do you work for?" Translucent Man says. And when Huey doesn't answer, he gets angry and beats the shit out of him. However, Billy helps Huey. The two eventually kill Translucent, or knock him out. And that's pretty much the end of Huey's story this episode. I'm interested to see where this goes. Throughout this episode, we are told Huey is weak, but losing his girlfriend sparked some fight in him. How far is he willing to go now? And what else does Billy have planned? These two are our vigilantes, our anti-heroes, off-the-book heroes out for revenge. The little guy battling the man. The all-powerful, the overseers. Makes for a perfect show. Will Huey use Annie aka Starlight to get intel since Translucent destroyed the bug? He doesn't know who she is now, but when he does, how will her being a hero affect their relationship? Starlight, real name Annie, she's a former small town hero, a hometown girl, just looking to really show her talents on the big stage, to save lives. But she works for Vought now, and is a part of the Seven. The glamour, the glitz, the lights, it just doesn't suit her. When she first arrives, everything is so different. A far cry from local heroics. It's more corporate now. Her first day on the job sucked, to say the least. The Deep, an Aquaman knockoff, was left with the task to show her around. The two ended up in the conference room. Everything seemed to be going well. They had decent chemistry. Starlight even revealed she had a crush on him as a kid, which is flattering and odd, cause most girls like Homelander. The Deep was excited to hear the news. So excited he de-pantsed himself, right in front of Starlight. What? What are you doing? What's going on? Obviously, Starlight was appalled, shocked, mortified. She makes a beeline towards the exit, but Deep stops her. I'm second in command here. If you don't suck this dick, your career is at risk. Bars. And what is a girl supposed to do? So she does. Clearly she has more than enough strength to handle him, but she really wants to be a hero. Who wouldn't suck dick for the greater good? A fascist. That's who. She is disgusted by the whole situation. It's sickening, but she can't talk about it. The curtain has been pulled back like Deep's foreskin with her tongue. Later that day at the Big Hero meeting, they didn't even talk about plans to better the lives of citizens or defending the Earth. Translucent just nagged about movie distribution and salary. Homelander tried to put up a front. Hey guys, let's play Who Did You Save? That's right, a fucking game. Because as far as they were concerned, saving lives was a game. This is not what Starlight expected. This was not how she envisioned the hero life. She couldn't tell her mother. She was coerced into deep throating. Talking to a stranger was her only option. So she ends up talking to Huey. He doesn't know that she's a superhero. Had he known, he wouldn't have given such good advice. Starlight decides to suck it up, to not quit. There is still work to be done, to stand up for herself. And that's pretty much where her story ends this episode. Now, she is supposed to convince us that all heroes aren't bad. Some do it for the love. And we know Vought and the heroes in it are corrupt. But how many other heroes aren't? Vought has a monopoly, but they can't possibly control all superpowered humans. Or maybe Compound V makes heroes. Will Starlight conform? Or will she break out of the mold? And will Huey help her to do so? Every hero in this show is trash, with the exception of Starlight and possibly Queen Maeve. And we don't know much about Maeve. Homelander is a murderer and a government shield. His fucking name has Homeland in it, for Christ's sake. Like Homeland Security. He protects the interests of America. He's Captain America Superman adjacent, especially Frank Miller's interpretation, and the head of Seven, which is like this world's Justice League. In this episode, he's seen murdering a politician for attempting to blackmail Vought, the company that funds the Seven, and hundreds of other heroes. The politician mentions something called Compound V, which sounds like Chemical X. Maybe the government is creating heroes to expand the empire. Or it's a secret videotape of heroes pissing on people, I don't know. But Vought works like a private military contractor. In exchange for money, they'll assign heroes to your location. Could be a state, a city, maybe even a country. The possibilities are endless. Let's move on to A-Train. A-Train is an asshole. Other than deleting Huey's girlfriend, Robin, he got little to no screen time, but we do know he doesn't feel remorse for what he did, and he lied about trying to stop a bank robbery, which was the excuse he gave for not stopping after he murdered Robin. And also we know that there is a secret superhero club, where the superheroes can relax and kick back, and not pretend to be heroic. It's a club where gay heroes can come out, straight heroes can take drugs. It's the underworld of superheroes, and apparently Billy has access to it. And that's pretty much my review of this episode. How did you feel about it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you digging this show like me? That is it. I am Bushido Spirit. Peace out.